believe you two have met.
They let him out and gave him a job.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, Tasty Morsels. This is Reverse BLT. Welcome back to the channel. I'm about to get into episode 4 of the second season of The Mandalorian, which is entitled The Siege. It's a very interesting title, ominous. I'm curious to find out what's being besieged and by whom. Before I get started, I'd like to let you guys all know that I did finally start a Patreon. You can go there and pledge your support if you feel like it at patreon.com/reverseblt. It is not mandatory. There are no tiers. If you do decide to pledge whatever you feel like. I really appreciate it either way. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Daedric Song, who has become the first Tasty Morsel to pledge their support. Really appreciate it, Daedric Song. Thanks so much. And thanks to all of you guys too for liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. Every little bit helps the channel to grow, which helps me to bring you more content. So I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk briefly about the previous episode, which was mainly Din finding out that the way is neither the only way nor uncontested, you know? And I always enjoy things like that because one problem I always have, well, I can't say always have because not all science fiction franchises do this, but one problem that I frequently have with science fiction is we end up with these monolithic cultures. They have planets with single biomes, which Star Wars is still having difficulty getting away from, and species that are pretty much entirely homogenous. You know, they're ethnically homogenous, culturally completely unified, single religion, single government, single sort of philosophical outlook on life, you know, and to me that just rings really untrue. Look at our planet, you know, there are literally thousands of different cultures, hundreds, if not thousands of different religions, different philosophies, etc. You know, human beings agree on a lot of things and disagree on a lot of things. And I expect that that will be the same with any civilization that is not some sort of hive mind. And so it's really refreshing when I see a property, especially one as large and that's been around as long as Star Wars has, tackle that reality that, you know, different thinking beings living together are going to disagree, and those disagreements are going to cause differences in ways of life, ways of looking at the universe. And that was really cool. I want to learn more about what Bo-Katan's group thinks of the way, like how it differs from you know, the Watch and how they view it. There's going to be good and bad with all of these perspectives, which is another thing I'm happy to see with Star Wars, especially because Star Wars has suffered a lot from black and white morality throughout its existence. And while thematically there's sense to that, and I don't want to see everything become shades of gray, but most things really should occupy the middle ground a little bit because, again, it's just not how thinking beings are. We tend to simplify things into black and white just to make it easier for us, but we ourselves are never really black and white. That's why hypocrisy is a thing. Anyway, get off that soapbox.
Is it over?
I do not expect that Din's story for the rest of the season is going to take him too far out of Bo-Katan and her crew's orbit, which means he's headed for a collision course again with Moff Gideon, I would expect. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this episode, find out what's getting sieged. So we're gonna catch up with this guy again, from all the way back in the first episode.
Very healthy.
Please don't hurt him. It's just a child.
Cara Jr. was a veteran. She was a drop soldier for the rebellion.
You're getting a lot of people back together.
Navarro is a very fine planet.
No, it
but
isn't.
now that the scum and villainy have been washed away, it's very respectable again.
I finally know where I'm taking you.
Oh yeah, that's right, we're gonna see Snips. I forgot about Snips.
Hey.
Doesn't seem like the best idea trusting Grogu as your mechanic.
Get the wire out, the red wire. You're going to plug that red wire where the blue wire goes in the board.
Just hope he's not colorblind.
Put the blue one back. Put the red one where the blue one was, and put the blue one where the red one was. But be careful. They're oppositely charged, so keep them away from each other. Make sure you hold them apart from... No, hold them apart.
Stupid. Oh, Grogu, you're so dumb.
How dare you?
You know, I think we need to visit some friends for repairs.
Going back to Pelly.
So how'd you like to go back to Navarro?
Navarro? Why there? Doesn't seem like the place that you would think of first to get repairs for your ship. Unless it just happens to be the only place really close. Oh, Cara Dune became Marshal of Navarro? Who needs Beskar when you've got a human shield, right? Or, I'm sorry, alien shield. I can't for the life of me remember what these guys are called.
Hey. Okay, oh. Okay, little guy.
Made yourself a friend.
No one's eating you today.
A meerkat.
Free. Get.
Alright, nope, you're its owner now.
Okay, look. Here you go. That's all I got.
If you're trying to get it to leave, you definitely don't want to feed it.
The right loners.
Man, that Mon Calamari really jacked him up.
Has Mando been taking good care of you, huh?
Grogu's just thinking about the fact that he still intends to eat this man. The man was right when he panicked the last time. It's like, he's gonna eat me! Grogu's like, how did he know? What the hell was that all about? It's a weird look. You got some traitors in your staff, I think.
I'm surprised to see this place is still standing.
Wait till you see inside.
Who can name one of the 5 major trade routes in the galaxy?
They turned it into a school.
How about the Corellian Run? The Hydian Way? Yes, the Hydian Way.
We're gonna leave the little one here so we can talk business.
Wait, wherever I go, he goes.
Mando, please. Where we're going, you don't want to take a child, trust me.
He'll be fine here. You have my word.
Nah. I mean, I trust her word, but... or just happened to be an empty seat for her. I mean, hey, that's convenient. I'm looking to see if they at least had more than one empty seat so that it doesn't feel really contrived. But nope, just the one. Oh, someone's got food. Who's a food monster? No, nobody told him not to use the Force around random people. He's probably just going to like use the Force and steal some of that kid's food. Oh, they're talking about the Maelstrom. I remember that from one of the old EU books. Grogu's got some dark side tendencies. He's just going to take it, I'm telling you. I find your lack of sharing disturbing. It's an asshole thing to do, Grogu. Yeah, sharing is caring, but you don't have a right to just take people's shit.
Pretty sure it belongs.
Ha!
I believe you two have met.
They let him out and gave him a job.
I'm surprised to see you here.
Right back at you.
If we could take out that one last base, Navarro would be completely safe. We could be a trade anchor for the entire sector.
And the planet would finally be free.
There's no such thing as completely safe, so I don't know what they're fantasizing about here.
But the front door.
little close for a civilian, don't you think?
I got two choices for you. You take us in and I knock 100 years off your debt.
Or
Or I leave you out here in the lava flats to walk home with whatever's left in your humidity vest.
It's a lot to knock off of his debt for just
further than
this one thing.
Let's go.
It's a third of it.
hit me up on the comm. We could set up a rendezvous time.
You park your gills right there until I say otherwise.
I'm starting to dehydrate, boss.
Okay, how does 30 more years off your debt sound?
Okay, I'm getting the feeling he really just
Quick about it?
You want to be
doesn't
quick about
want
it? Grab the flange cutter and help us
to
out.
have him have a huge debt. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. He's as bad a negotiator as Jace in Arcane.
Come. Hurry up.
Hold tight.
Are you coming in or what?
I'll take my chances down here, but thank you.
Well, when the lava tide comes in, give us a holler. We'll drop you a rope.
Wait, if there's a lava tide coming, isn't that going to destroy your speeder? That doesn't make sense. Does the speeder know to automatically rise high enough to be safe from the lava?
Empty base, huh?
They said it had a skeleton crew.
There, Mithril. Slice that door.
Use the code.
I tell you, whoever introduces sneakers to the Star Wars galaxy is going to make trillions of credits. Because these guys make so much noise everywhere they go in their hard-soled shoes.
Get on the reactor controls, drain the coolant lines. We'll watch the doors.
Classic unsafe Star Wars control
I'm
terminal.
afraid of heights. And heat. There's no guardrail on this.
Come on!
There never is. It's the goofiest thing ever.
Oh boy.
5387 and 5389, follow me. Call in reinforcements.
They were going the other way and asking for reinforcements. Why does it seem like somebody else is also attacking this base?
Destroy it!
What's going on at this place? I got a lot of glare on my screen, so I'm having a hard time seeing what the hell it is.
I thought you said this was a forward operating base.
I thought it was.
No, this isn't a military operation. This is a lab. We need to get into the system.
This is what they wanted Grogu for.
What about the reactor?
Do it!
They were going to drain him of midi-chlorians to make a whole bunch of force-sensitive clones or something.
Subsequent trials, which also resulted in catastrophic failure.
Hey, remember
There
him?
were promising effects for an entire fortnight, but then, sadly, the body rejected the blood. Unfortunately, we have exhausted our initial supply of blood. The child is small, and I was only able to harvest a limited amount without killing him. If these experiments are to continue as requested, we would again require access to the donor. I will not disappoint you again. Moff Gideon.
This must be an old transmission. Moff Gideon is dead.
No. This recording's 3 days old.
Over there!
This is why you freaking double tap to make sure.
We have them!
So I guess it's another bit of technology that doesn't exist in the hyper-advanced Star Wars galaxy.
Jet back, you're faster
The
that
ability
way.
to replicate blood and blood
Let's
components.
go.
When did you say this place is gonna blow again?
If you're crying out loud, we already have the ability to amplify blood and stuff. It's not easy. It takes a lot of money and stuff. You can't. Sure, you can amplify it. You can't do everything that way, though. That's why we still have blood donations. I would expect a super futuristic techno world like Star Wars to be able to do that sort of thing. I'm thinking about it more and more, and I'm realizing, no, you can't really do that, actually, because the different cells are made in different parts of the body. Like, what, red blood cells are made in the marrow. White blood cells are made in the lymph glands, right? So I guess you really can't just synthetically produce that stuff yet. I'll have to double check on that, actually.
You're right and you're wrong.
Still, I would expect Star Wars Bay to do it. You got all this G-Wiz technology like hyperspace and shield generators and stuff. And cloning facilities.
There they are. Blast them.
There they are, blast them! Another classic Star Wars line.
What does she think she's doing?
Going to that Marauder you helpfully pointed out earlier.
You're not seriously considering going over. Hang on!
Move, you idiots! There we go. I was just sitting there wondering if that was his personal speeder or if it was something that they brought with them. You idiots. Wow, smart tactics from Imperials.
I've lost him.
There's something you never really get to see in Star Wars. Yes, well, so much for that. That was incredibly stupid.
Yes! We did it!
Yeah, maybe don't celebrate too soon. It's like a reverse trench run.
I may have been premature.
Yeah, they recognize this as like a reverse trench run too. That shot was exactly the same shot. That's from the trench run in New Hope. Anybody else out there just always found the sound TIE fighters make to be incredibly satisfying? I used to run around like making that noise all the time. Well, that ain't good. Oh, wow, they fixed it just in time. Those guys are fast. I also realized that I must have missed something at some point because I do not remember Mando leaving to go get this thing.
Pay attention.
It only just occurred to me that he's not on board the Marauder. What on earth? Did I black out? Oh no. Oh no, my brain is broke.
Not too bad, huh, kid?
Oh, Grogu.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I admit this episode did feel a little bit like filler.
Anything else you can remember before
but
the base exploded?
these guys again.
No.
According to records, you're quite a soldier. We could really use you.
I'm not a joiner, Blue.
You're not, but you were a shock trooper, right?
What's going on out here?
So I guess you're not anymore.
I don't believe it on the core worlds, but it's true. Says here you're from Alderaan. I served during Alderaan. Did you lose anyone?
I mean, she's from Alderaan. She lost plenty of people, dude. The whole planet got blown up, remember?
I lost everyone.
That was a dumb fucking question. It's like if Earth blows up and we meet some alien out there that asks us, hey, sorry about your planet blowing up. Did you lose anybody? You just be like, you just stare at them and was like, are you fucking real? Are you fucking serious right now? So is that the new Republic's version of a Marshall badge? So I guess Gideon does have access to a full Empire task force. Though the shape of it looks almost like a Clone Wars era. What do they call those things? Because they didn't call them Star Destroyers yet back then, right? I knew it. I know this actress. Where have I seen her?
Does he still have the asset?
Yes. Our source confirmed it.
And we will be ready.
I mean, what are they? I have no idea what's going on right now. Yeah, so, classic bridge episode. They basically needed to advance the stuff with Moff Gideon and whatever he's up to, and decided to give us a bit of action-packed heist plot kind of thing to basically make it so that they had enough meat to fill out an entire episode. It was fun. I definitely don't have anything bad to say about it. Horatio Sands must play the guy that the Fishman guy. At least I didn't have to think too hard about it this time, like I did when they said that John Leguizamo was a character. I was like, who? Who did he play? This one, it was pretty clear because I recognized his voice the minute I saw his name. I was like, yeah, okay, that's who that was. But yeah, I'm obviously the big questions leaving this episode are what the hell is Moff Gideon doing? What was he looking at the end there? They looked like just more of the special black, what were those guys called? Whatever, the something special troopers armor. But I would imagine that it's got to tie into the tests he was doing rather than just, oh, look, cool new armor, So is he trying to create like a bunch of shock troopers that are force sensitive? Like almost like a army of dark Jedi? Wasn't there like a plot in the old EU stories where they did do that, something like that actually? Where they created an entire like a battalion of force sensitive, not very strong, but still force sensitive special shock troopers for the Empire? I can't remember. If you guys remember if that was a thing, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I don't really have a lot to say about the episode. It's really just an episode that raised more questions than anything. And I'm curious to see where these questions are going. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the next episode. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode and what your speculation was at this point. And as always, do your best to stay safe, be well, and join me for the next one, guys. Bye-bye.
I drink your milkshake.